Hello, this is Annette Stanton. I hope you're having a great day. Today I want to talk about your inner critic. And I've just been having a conversation with a client about that very subject. And the client asked me, why is it that all of a sudden I can hear my negative voice louder than ever before? When previously I thought that, I'm normally a positive person and I'm moving forward and things are working, and all of a sudden she's hearing her inner critic. And I said, what if in your past you've been moving so fast, surviving in life, moving forward, setting goals, achieving goals, that you never truly connected with the whole you, the real you, that part of you that you're now calling negative? What if you've been setting up a life based on I've got to be positive, I've got to keep moving, and you've left that part of you behind that is trying to communicate and connect with you? We can call it the inner critic. She called it the negative voice. Okay? But what if it's that creative part of you? We can call it the inner child. We can call it the creative wisdom inside. That part of you that you keep pushing aside because of impatience, because of we're trying to get somewhere so fast, trying to survive life, trying to get to the next, from A to B to Z, whatever you need to get to, as quickly as we possibly can. Yet is it at the cost of you not connecting with all of you? So just for a moment, imagine living in a world of there is no such thing as positive and negative. That there is a world of connecting with your feelings, connecting with the inner voice, the inner wisdom, the creative one inside of you, which is where innovation lies, which is where the essence of who you truly are lies. Are you listening, is the question. So now I said to this woman, I said, what if now, because you've stepped into a business that is not as fast as what you used to be working in, and she's slowing down with lots more space to hear parts of her that she'd never heard before, yet she's calling it negative. She's calling it insecure. She's calling it, I don't have confidence. And I said, what if we called it vulnerability? What if we called it the true essence of you getting to know you? What if we called it uncertainty right now in that space because of the space and the new space of stepping forward? What if we called it living in a, I know about this but I don't know about that world? So the essence of knowing and accepting not knowing. Pretty scary, hey? Because most of us are brought up to believe that we need to know where we're going, what we're doing, and that we're wasting time and we're wasting our life if we don't. Yet what if that's where true creativity lies? What if that's where true innovation lies? In that space and that stillness of I don't know. And what steps forward is the essence of who you truly are, and the wisdom from within starts to speak to you. And what if that negative voice or the inner critic, or whatever you're calling it, is trying to communicate something to you? And are you listening? Instead of pushing it aside and making it wrong based on, no, I've got to think positive, which is what I used to do. For many, many years I used to do that. So what I've learned is the fact that every single feeling that I have, every single, conversation that goes on in my mind is trying to teach me something. Now, there is a difference between going around and round and round in circles and dumping and loading on yourself and making yourself wrong, which we'd also had a conversation about that side of it, right? But this is not what she was talking about, because she could feel the space and she could feel the inner critic. She could hear it clearly what it was saying. Yet she then overrode that sense of what she was hearing with, well, that's not positive, so I'm just a negative person, whereby starting to listen to what it's trying to tell you. And I said, well, let's start talking to it. What if you were to talk to that inner critic and ask it, what are you trying to tell me? What's the learning lesson here? What is it? What am I truly feeling about this particular subject, whatever the subject might be? What are the learning lessons? What are the new actions that I'm inspired to take, that you want me to take? Are you listening in to the deep wisdom from inside out? Yes, we can call it intuition. We can call it gut feeling, using your senses. But I can tell you that is so much more powerful than beating yourself up. Trying to move forward, beating yourself up, really. It's a bit of a conundrum. Because I'm a witness to so many people in front of me taking a lot of action. I used to be there myself and losing my own way because of the actions that I was taking, thinking that I had to be someone that I wasn't, thinking that I needed to become something that I wasn't. Didn't even realise that there was an inner voice that was trying to guide me every step of the way, which was the true me, trying to talk to me. Are you listening? So that is a part of her reflection work and really listening in, because for the growth of herself and the growth of, where she's stepping into with her own business is a major part of that. Because what she noticed was that there was that negative inner critic that kept telling her that she wasn't doing business right, she wasn't getting it right, she wasn't working hard enough, she wasn't resilient enough, she wasn't confident enough, right? So she was beating herself up trying to move forward. Doesn't work. So my challenge to you is, have the courage to listen in. Listen in to what it is that your inner voice is trying to tell you, because that becomes your inner vision and the wisdom and the uniqueness that makes you whole and who you truly are. Are you fully stepping into it? Your feelings and, of uncertainty and angst are trying to tell you something. Are you tuning in and listening to what that is? Or are you getting back onto the merry-go-round of what you know and how you've done things in the past? You'll just keep getting the same results. And the deep part here is about the fulfillment. You could be getting results, but are you really fulfilled? Are you really on a path that makes you feel whole and complete, fulfilled from inside out? So I'm going to leave it there today. I know it's a deep subject. And as I said to this woman, I said it takes courage to listen in and get to know your full self and your true self, one step at a time. So enjoy getting to know yourself, your whole self, one step at a time. And if there's any support that I can offer you in the way of coaching, mentoring, counselling, wherever you're at, then I'd be happy to support you. Have a fabulous day. This is Anna Stanton. Thanks for tuning in. Bye for now.